Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bienvenue sur le stream de Papy. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner, comme d'habitude, c'est gratuit, ça ne mange pas de pain. Mais avec la cloche, avec la notice, que je suis bien en stream. Euh, S'auto-liquer la vidéo, hein, c'est intégré.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Ah, attendez. Alors, la force, en fait...
Someone made a note that you're oblivious to flirtation. Oh dear, someone vandalized your hibernation chamber.
Attendez, je regarde. Ah, faut les déclencher.
Good. I need someone who can smack a little sense into this colony. You're going to be hard to kill, though not from lack of trying. Things tend to vanish off tables whenever you're around. A physician? Not many of you left.
Bonjour, bonjour Alexis, bonjour. On découvre la version PS5 qui a été offerte pour ceux qui ont la version PS4. Voilà. Alors la version PC sera les versions complètes PC arrivera que le 27 mai. J'ai regardé sur internet. Voilà. C'est un petit peu mieux mon Alexios. Ouais, c'est là plaît bien. Un petit peu bronzé, ce serait mieux. Pas trop, mais juste ce qu'il faut. Mm. Oh, comme ça, ouais, j'aime bien. Oui, bah, allez. Mm. Ah, elle est belle la version. Un peu malade depuis 2 jours là. Je crève 2 jours, pourtant j'ai état de chauffage, je crève 2 jours. Je sais pas ce que j'ai depuis 3 semaines. Ouais, ça fait pas très. Mmh, j'aime bien. Non, ça va pas du tout. Ouais, j'aime bien. Ah ouais. Ah ouais. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais. Ça fait un peu bois de Boulogne, ça. Hein, j'aime bien. Pas trop de juste. Alors, Si je veux venir dans le vocal, tu me le dis. Hein. Ah, elle est belle la version PS5. Alors, je découvre la version PS5 en même temps que vous. Comme à l'époque, j'avais fait la version PS4. Hein.
Not likely.
Que je m'achète le 2 qui va arriver là. Il y a le 2 qui va arriver là.
Initiate skip jump.
Ça, j'attaque pas le 2 tant que j'ai pas fini le premier. Quoi. Ouais. T'es encore lu. Ah bah, repousse-toi. Alors, je veux dire que ça fait des années que j'ai pas touché au jeu.
Shit.
Alors, c'est un jeu que j'avais fait sur Twitch, sur PS4. Mais là, je vous propose la version PS5 sur YouTube directement.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Moi, je suis pris One Piece direct. J'ai pas hésité une seconde. Hein. Je suis pris direct. Et ça fait 3 jours que je suis dessus. Hein. Je remets. Il y a 3 vidéos déjà sur YouTube. Hein. Je le fais sur Twitch, sur plus j'ai 3 sur YouTube.
Dashing gunslinger, one of a kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon.
Ah, je suis prenant la trilogie de Naruto, One Piece, et bien d'autres, vous verrez. Oups, j'ai atterri, chef. N'oubliez pas, The Order World a des conséquences si vous faites des mauvais choix. Faut bien réfléchir à ce que vous devez faire sur le jeu.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Là, ça claque.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have got a bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Ah, c'est magnifique. Hein. Ah, mais c'est la version PS5, ça se voit. Attendez. Hop. Ouais, c'est mon ancienne sauvegarde. Par contre, voilà, elle a ouvert sa gueule, l'autre. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Ouais. Là, t'as pas fini le premier, ah ouais. Faut que tu le fasses. Ouais. Attendez, hein, fais gâchette. Utilise la fonction gâchette pour les armes. Activer. Sensibilité. Ouais, bah, ça, j'y touche pas trop pour l'instant. Mouvement de la tête, non. Bah, activer les caméras des cinématiques d'animation. Afficher. Attends, c'est quoi ça? Ah, vous voyez, il y a plusieurs difficultés, hein. Alors, il y a une difficulté qui a été rajoutée avec la version PS5 qui n'existe pas sur PS4. Regardez, c'est marqué tout en bas. C'est la difficulté la plus haute du jeu, hein. Supernova. Là, tu prends un coup, t'es mort. Parce que sur PS4, avec histoire normale difficile, mais Supernova n'existe pas sur PS4. Attendez, il faut que je bouge la caméra parce que la caméra, elle me cache les touches. Je vais mettre comme ça, voilà. Comme ça, moi, je vois mieux. Attendez, je vais ouvrir la fenêtre parce que là, je crève de chaud, j'en peux plus, là. Attendez, je vais faire un truc, 2 secondes. J'ai ouvert un peu les fenêtres partout. J'ai besoin d'air. À mon avis, il y a y avoir un double effet sur mon traitement. Attendez, je roule la fenêtre. Moi, je vais faire en sorte que les mouches ne rentrent pas chez moi. Voilà. Voilà. Je vais ouvrir les fenêtres, comme ça, je suis tranquille. Oh, ça, je vais. Ouais. Ah, attendez. Un petit souci, il y a un truc que je pourrais pas faire avec ma main gauche. Voilà, gâchette. Il n'y a pas un Il n'y a pas un bouton pour mettre un coureur automatique. Activer le sprint automatique, manette. Voilà.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Voilà. Ah, j'ai en train de me regarder Avatar, là, le film le nouveau, là. J'ai regardé 2 heures, là, je regarderai encore rien. Parce qu'il est long, hein, l'épisode 3.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him.
Ah, il est à combien, le
Then my
2?
gun
Attends, faut que
misfired.
je regarde.
Right through
Me
my
dire à
side.
combien il est, le 2?
What are the odds of that, right?
Attends, je regarde
Just
vite fait,
barely
je me
scraped by
dépêche.
with
Hein.
my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Attendez, je vais vous dire ça.
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come
Mais,
sniffing around here, and I
Gordeur.
can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Attendez, je vais vous dire ça à combien il est, le 2? Parce que le 2, je le connais pas, je l'ai jamais vu. Hein. Voilà, aujourd'hui, il y a tout qui déconne.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some
Ah,
spare ammo,
ouais.
not counting the
Voilà,
bullets myself.
70 € la version
Here,
normale
you
pour le
can have my
2.
saber too,
Hmm.
for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons
Ah
are
ouais?
now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
Et 90.
Yes, nailed it.
Waouh! 100 balles la version ultime, le 2. Ben, je vais attendre la promo, hein. Je vais attendre la promo, hein, pour prendre la version à 100 balles, je vais attendre, hein. Je veux dire.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a
Putain, là,
Spacer's Choice community.
100 balles.
Edgewater's
70
where
€ la
everybody
version
hangs out.
normale et 100
Nice place
€
to be, though.
pour
Be
la
sure to
version
stop by a
complète.
provisioner's for a can of our
Et
famous tuna.
ils ont fumé la moquette, ces PlayStation. Hein.
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Alors, des complications liées à l'admiration détectée. Dilatation temporelle tactique. On va dire, déjà, dilatation, hein, on peut se calmer vers ce mot-là. Quoi, le mec, il meurt pas? Il meurt quand, lui? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait, lui? Non, mais sérieux, le mec, il est pas mort. Le mec s'est pris une balle dans la tête, il est pas mort. Et le mec se prend une balle dans la tête, il reste debout. Ah, il est où, son cadavre? Ouais, celui-là, au moins, il est mort. Il est mort avec souffrance. Ouais.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators.
Ouais, j'ai vu ça.
God, that rung leech.
Ouais, j'ai vu ça.
Landing in the Vale without
Ouais.
using an official Spacer's Choice
Le mec qui te
landing
repose,
pad.
non?
I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of... Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're
Ah bah,
right.
t'as raison, si t'as
It's
pas
time we
envie.
cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Faut pas que la nana, elle meure. Hein. Faut pas faire attention qu'elle se fasse pas tuer. Oula, oula. Bon, il est où le cadavre? Je le vois pas là.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Par contre, je connais pas le bouton pour ranger les flags. Je sais pas comment on fait. Ah, je m'en souviens plus. Alors, attends. Je vais regarder. Est-ce qu'il le marque? Alors, attends, afficher la carte. Ok, c'est le milieu. Un barodeur, compagnon, maintenir, revenir, compagnon double. Ok. Manière pour afficher les quêtes à attraper. Il y en a un, d'accord, ça confère. Là, il n'y a pas de bouton. D'accord. Ah, j'ai bien fait là, mon perso, regardez. Moi, j'aime bien comme ça. Là, c'est du 22 et celui-là.
Please be informed that this
Attends.
vessel contains no valuable plunder. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Bon, maintenant, voilà. Vous avez reçu une promotion de niveau supérieur. Félicitations, vous avez eu suffisamment d'espérance. Hein? Ouais, j'ai vu ça, ouais. Ouais, mais ça me fait chier. Hein. Quelqu'un que j'aime pas beaucoup. Alors, voilà. Ouais, faut que je rebouge la caméra. Si je fais à chaque fois, il faut bouger la caméra. Je vais la mettre là. Voilà. Alors, ça. On va mettre un peu là. J'ai combien? Bah, je le savais aussi. Hein. Bah, elle a raison. Ah oui, disponible, oui, c'est marqué en haut. Voilà, ça j'ai vu. Voilà, bah, je vais remettre un peu plus. Voilà. Je vais remettre encore un. Voilà. Ah. Ouais, je sais, j'ai vu. Mm. Mm. Codex. Alors maintenant, il faut aller au centre-ville.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater.
Ouais, ils vont aller chercher des trouelles avec leur
That's
brouette.
the cemetery. Now, if you'll
Ils
excuse
vont nous
me.
faire une chanson
Need to
portugaise.
inspect the crime scene before.
Ils vont nous faire une chanson de brouette. Ils vont tous chanter ensemble. La brouette, à la trouelle. C'est plus la bohème, c'est la trouelle, la trouelle. Mais viens ici, toi. Eh, Flo, prêt à mettre la boîte. Encore, je connais pas le bouton pour abaisser les armes. Bon, attends, je vais faire comme ça. Voilà, merci. La boîte de Simon.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean.
Ça me fait vraiment penser à Fallout.
Edgewater is a
Ça me
company
fait
town,
penser à Fallout.
board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery.
Mais
None of us own our
encore sur
gravestones,
rien
we
dans
rent them
celui-là.
from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know? Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're surviving. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body... Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Ouais, j'ai du mal à finir Fallout 4 aussi.
Oh no.
J'arrive pas à me plonger
They
dedans.
are after the most precious loot of all.
Pourtant,
Spacer's
j'avais fait
Choice Company
le 3 et
profitable.
News Vegas, mais celui-là, le 4, j'ai du
Marauder
mal.
swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery? Company's gonna duck my pay. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem is the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
On va faire quelques quêtes.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just, Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy, I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor?
Ouais, j'espère que le remake sera pas. J'ai l'impression, vu que le remake, ça va faire comme The Elder Scrolls, qu'ils n'ont pas mis en français.
There a reason you asking? Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble. Trouble's in the asking. Boy don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I. Something I can do for you?
Alors, voilà un peu de ça. Ouais, ça c'est les trucs que je fais. Ah, on n'a pas de costume pour l'instant. Alors, ça c'est la carte. Alors, je peux qu'il y a plusieurs galaxies. Ouais, j'ai vu ça. Bah, Myst, ça m'intéresse pas trop. Bon, attends, journal. Alors.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks ago. Still ain't past it.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice.
J'allais dire foutu
The
hors
office
de
is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? Shot you into space. You know, lying to a Spacer's Choice constable is a violation of company policy and punishable by a fine. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required. Any information regarding outstanding bounties and wanted criminals should be directed to Mr. Udom Bedford. Mr. Bedford, Halcyon's original colony ship, now repurposed into a space station. Mr. Udom Bedford represents the board's interest on the groundbreaker. Something else I can do for you? As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward.
Alors, j'essaie de me souvenir ce qu'il fallait faire en quête.
Know how to carry yourself.
Parce qu'il y a une tonne de quêtes à
I've
faire
got
ici.
bounties
Hein.
out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Oh, oh.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serves SPACER'S CHOISE. SPACER'S CHOISE is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings.
Alors n'oubliez pas de faire une seule quête parce
Also
que
known
ça, il y a
as
des
lore.
concerts.
I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it. Something to report?
Voilà, ça c'est fait.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Je regarde partout. Hein. Je regardais partout ce qu'il faut faire.
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us.
Pour l'instant, je fais les petites quêtes, je fais pas la principale. Alors ça, c'est la principale, j'y vais pas tout de suite. Non.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. And what are you doing here? Visiting? Well, let me give you the grand tour. This here's my domicile, and... What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. I know that.
Ah, par contre, la mission qui t'a demandé, il faut être accompagné. Parce qu'il y a plusieurs ennemis.
Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see.
Tu pourras pas les battre tout seul. Il te faut un compagnon d'armes en même temps. Voilà, une fois que tu lui as demandé le truc, voilà.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, SPACER'S CHOICE actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Ah bah, repose-toi. Alors ça, c'est la principale, là où je n'y vais pas tout de suite. Ah oui, il y a lui.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Bah, bon, merci d'être passé, Alexios. Repose-toi bien.
The plague's come at
Et à
us with a
bientôt.
vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss me. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy
Ah
of
oui, je te
treatment.
comprends. Hein, bah oui.
Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The bar... Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged. Hey, I saw that. What do you think you're doing? Carry on.
Le jeu, il est beau. Hein, moi, j'aime bien. Ça prend du temps parce que moi je sais que sur PS4, j'ai mis beaucoup de temps. Hein. J'ai plus de 100 heures de jeu, quoi. Parce que j'ai regardé chaque truc, chaque détail. Attendez, je fais mes lunettes parce que c'est un peu dégueulasse. Voilà.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirit left a sorry mess behind. I slashed 5% off his burial fees on account of him. I suppose we could have given him more work to do. It's like the company always tells us. Work fortifies our spirit. Listen, what happened with Eugene ain't exactly my purview. I'm no...
Là, je vais avoir besoin de la compagne hein, pour m'aider à faire.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of SPACER'S choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature.
Ouais, le monstre. D'un King Kong qui est en train de kidnapper la femme. Ouais.
You run into any trouble? Conrad's got a barbershop in town. You'll find him in town.
Bon, il faut que j'aille chercher la nana avant d'aller faire la mission qui est là-haut, parce que j'ai besoin de quelqu'un pour m'aider à tirer. Parce que j'arriverai pas à tirer tout seul. Par contre. Ah, ça c'est la truc de machin. Ah, ça c'est... Et où l'usine, hein? C'est pas des secrets à droite, à gauche.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Et où l'usine déjà? Je m'en souviens plus. On va aller voir si c'est pas là.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. Go right ahead. What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2. You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed? Go right ahead. Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here. I'd keep a few paces between myself and Miss Holcomb, the town mechanic, since her dear father left the workforce. No ill intent in her, mind. Just a queer sort, restless. Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kim. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment altogether. Word is, they're gonna replace her with an auto-mechanical barkeep. She's plague. I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. I take umbrage with your choice of phrase. We ain't sick, we're rugged. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry. Survival of the fittest. It ain't just a law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work. Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded. You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery. Music to my ears.
Ah, je sais pas assez. Bah, c'est bien.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Là, je suis en train de chercher l'usine, mais je sais pas où elle est.
Wish we had some better rations.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Ah, il n'y a pas le nom sur le truc. Ouais, c'est une des parts qui est là. Je vais faire demi-tour. Je sais qu'il faut pas voler, mais je le fais. Il faut faire ça discrètement. Bien. J'ai rien volé, hein. Juste une clé. On va peut-être là-dedans. Ah, ça c'est la principale, ça. Je cherche l'usine, mais je sais pas où elle est. Je sais qu'elle est ici, mais je sais plus quelle porte. Ça sert encore les steaks hachés, qu'elle est hamburger que j'ai fait tout à l'heure. Faut pas rentrer là-dedans. Ah, bah voilà. On l'a trouvé. Eh ben, l'autre il descend, donc je monte, quoi. Eh, pousse-toi. Ah, la voilà. C'est elle que je cherche depuis tout à l'heure.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you. Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
Putain, je passe devant, j'avais pas vu.
Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to space. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Saluta. Attends, moi je viens faire un truc. Parti dans le mauvais sens, quoi. J'allais faire la quête de l'autre.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble?
Ouais, pourquoi je recharge mon téléphone? Attendez, je fais un truc. Ouh, putain, je crève de chaud, hein. Ah merde, j'allais aller mettre le chat sur la tablette, parce que vu que mon téléphone, la batterie est quasiment presque vide, j'allais mettre le chat dessus. Mais non, papy, t'es sur YouTube. C'est pas con. C'est bon. Attendez, je recharge mon téléphone parce qu'il a plus que 5% de batterie. Je cherche le câble. De toute façon, en même temps. Donc le Disney s'est débloqué qu'à partir de 20h. Si j'ai fait le calcul, je suis pas trompé. Hein. Le chrono doit s'arrêter à 20h pile. Là. Voilà, le téléphone se recharge, je vais utiliser la tablette. Ouais, ça c'est une maison, c'est une sauvegarde. Bon, on va faire la mission principale.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you.
Don't worry.
Voilà, j'ai encore trompé le bouton. Voilà, ça c'est le mec qui me vend le truc.
Something got you down? Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick. Staying long?
Pardon, te déranger. Moi, il est beau la version PS5. Ouais, c'est que je choisis la principale. Est-ce que j'ai besoin de mon compagnon pour aller là où on va aller? Parce que tout ça, je pourrais pas. Voilà. Est-ce que c'est indigène? J'ai pas envie de me prendre du pruneau gratuit.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this with less the grease monkey, Argo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I know of another, and I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, SPACER'S CHOISE. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota.
C'est là que les choses vont commencer.
If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the SPACER'S CHOISE family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separate. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask.
Mais je vais jouer les enfoirés. Alors, séminaire...
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry.
Bah, vous avez essayé.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, ma'am. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways. Where are we headed?
Bon, allez, on y va. Mhm. On va s'occuper des méchants, récupérer le médicament pour monsieur, terminer la quête du funéraire. Oh. Là, j'ai la tête qui a tourné d'un coup, là. Wow. J'ai l'impression de voir 3 étoiles.
When I was little...
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right.
Il me traite d'idiote. Tu veux une balle entre les yeux, toi?
Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation. Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars. Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this. I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Enlistment fees. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Bon. On va aller chercher le médoc à l'autre. Quoi, elle se ferait des culbutés, celle-là?
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit? Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Ah, c'est ouf. Et genre, derrière, papy, tu serais pas sur YouTube. Arrêtez d'être aveugle, là. Vous avez la noté, vous n'êtes pas, quoi. Ça va faire 4 mois que je reviens sur YouTube et quasiment personne. C'est là qu'il faut dégommer tout le monde. T'es sûr que je suis une arme facile? Parce que c'est pas normal que je prends des coups alors que les mecs ils tombent même pas. Je vais pas passer 2 heures là à taper dessus. Hein. Oh, attends.
Got it.
Bah, comment on fait pour changer les armes dans le jeu là? Ah, ouais. Piou. Bah, défends-toi, connasse!
Yeah, huh? It's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time.
Eh, c'est pas normal ça. Regarde, le mec, il est même pas tombé. Mais tu vas tomber, là, espèce d'enculé, là. Bon, et tu vas tomber, là, non, mais tu vas crever à un moment donné. Ah, c'est quoi ce jeu? Le mode facile n'est pas respecté, quoi. Oh! À un moment donné, faut crever, les mecs, hein. Bon, c'est Papy qui commande, vous obéissez. Je fouille partout avant d'aller chercher une musique.
Nice.
Et alors, ils sont tous morts. Qu'est-ce que ça te fasse? Oh, il est mignon. Mais non, je vais pas te faire de mal, moi, mon petit. Le médoc est là, mais comment on y va? Il n'y a pas de passage au sol. C'est bizarre, ça, comment on y va? Il n'y a pas un code comme ça à ouvrir. Alors là, je vois pas du tout, là. J'ai tout essayé, mais ça ne veut pas s'ouvrir. Il n'y a rien en haut, il n'y a rien en bas. Mais c'est bugué ou quoi, leur truc, là? Vous êtes abrutis, les mecs, quand vous faites les jeux, faites ça correctement. Faut que ça soit ouvert. D'accord. Il y avait un bouton. Plein de trucs à vendre, là. On va se faire pas mal de thunes. Attends. Comme il n'y a personne pour faire, il n'y a pas de modo. Démerdez tout seul comme d'habitude. Ah bah voilà, ouais. Ça va faire bientôt 2 heures là. Bah, comme ça on s'arrête à 15 heures. Comme moi je...
Incoming!
Bah, du coup il se barre. Pourquoi ils se sont barrés comme ça? Quelque chose de caché ici?
Great work.
Oh la ferme toi. Les gens ils sont morts. Hein, c'est bon. Ah, des assauts. D'achat. Oh, voilà. Est-ce que l'autre, c'est quoi aussi? C'est un fusil d'assaut. Bah, tout ça, on prendra tout ça. Ouais, ça on va le garder par contre. Ah, dès que j'ai fini, hop, j'ai fait ma petite vidéo de 2 heures. Après, je vais regarder ce que je vais faire. Je vais peut-être faire un peu de NTE. Et je fais une pause d'une heure. Ça, je fais la pause à 15 heures. Et je reviendrai sur NTE vers 16 heures. Ça en fera 2 heures. Et je finis à regarder Avatar, le troisième film, que j'aime bien. Non, c'est pas là.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind. Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something? You're right, it is. Can't blame a mercenary for trying to make a profit.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the SPACER'S Choice Department of Human Resources. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Voilà.
Had your rations yet?
Yep.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town. Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Miss Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking. What would you like to discuss?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Voilà. Mhm. Mhm. Bon, on va sauvegarder, s'arrêter là. Une petite 2 heures, c'est déjà pas mal. Bon, merci à ceux qui ont participé au stream, comme d'habitude. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner, comme toujours, c'est gratuit, ça mange pas de pain, ça met la cloche. Quand je fais un stream ou qu'il y aura des vidéos qui seront mises sur ma chaîne. Partagez et likez la vidéo. Merci à tous, prenez soin de vous. Je vous dis dans 1 heure sur NTE, vers 16 heures. Allez, prenez soin de vous. Au revoir.